the Thanksgiving episode of Real with Chelsey. I'm your host, Chelsey Keller. I'm sure we've all heard the story of Thanksgiving. The Pilgrims and Indians worked together to make it through a cold winter. The following fall, they sat together and feasted, and gave thanks for what they had. According to ChristianAnswers.net, many Americans think of Thanksgiving as a wonderful time to celebrate getting out of school for a long weekend and getting a great dinner. Or maybe they think it's the start of the Christmas holiday season. To me, Thanksgiving is a day with my loud, football-watching, Macy's Day Parade-loving, Black Friday coupon-clipping, joke-cracking Italian family. Sure, they may make fun of me for spilling a scalding hot gravy boat all over my arm, or tell jokes that aren't that funny, but I wouldn't have it any other way. We can trace this historic American tradition back to the year 1623, after the harvest crops were gathered in November. Governor William Bradford proclaimed, "All ye pilgrims with your wives and little ones do gather at the meeting house on this hill, there to listen to the pastor and render thanksgiving to the Almighty God for all his blessings." So, what does this day mean? Does it mean we have to give thanks to everything, even the pilgrims from so long ago? Or does it mean that we must take time out of our busy lives to sit down with the ones we love and have a family dinner and to bond? I went out to the halls of Perry High School to see what you here were thankful for.
I'm thankful for my coaches, my swim coach and my debate coach.
I'm thankful for having a coach like Spalding who has such a wonderful swim team.
I'm thankful for sports.
I'm thankful for our troops.
I'm thankful that I live in America, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
I'm thankful for my mom for being there for me when I struggle through school or at home when I have some emotional problems.
We are thankful for Mrs. Dowd's English class.
I'm thankful that I graduated from Perry High School.
Speaking of being thankful, today on Real with Chelsey, I have a very special guest who many of you might know, but might not know her story. Please welcome Perry High School senior, Jenna Sekulich. Jenna, thank you for being on the show today.
No problem.
Okay, so I've heard that you are not a lifelong Perry resident, nor a lifelong American citizen or resident, for that matter. So where are you originally from?
I am originally from Vladimir, Russia.
And can you tell us a little bit about your past?
A little bit about my past is I was adopted at the age of 9 by my parents, which I am happy to have today. And I was in an orphanage. I was taken when I was 6, actually, and I do have siblings.
What was life like in Russia, from what you can remember?
From what I can remember is it was so much more about just finding ways to just get through by during the day, just finding outcomes in what was going to happen at the time.
Right. I talked to you earlier and you said that you had a doll that your adoptive parents gave to you, correct?
I did, which I actually forgot today, but it does have a big significant meaning to me only because that's the only thing that I have to treasure now.
Very nice. Are you thankful for where you are now?
I am. I am so thankful that I do not think that anybody really realizes how thankful I can be based from where I came from.
Right. Like you told me earlier, you came from nothing 10 years ago to having what you have now.
Yes.
And it's a big difference, and it's a great difference.
Yeah, it really is, only because I think it's important to remember that you don't know a person's story or what they grew up from as to when you see them, because you can never judge a book by its cover just based on what you see. Because most people don't know my story, and they don't know that I came from having absolutely nothing and where I am today, and that's partially because of luck and partially because of what I want.
And it's made you a great person today. You're welcome. Do you think you'd still be in the orphanage if your adoptive parents had never came and got you or adopted you?
Absolutely, only because older kids are not knowing to be adopted. I don't know how they go about that, but I know that a lot of younger kids get looked at more, and I think that's only because their parents realize that we can give him or her a good life because they do not remember all that much, but I just got lucky.
Which is good. And what does Thanksgiving mean to you?
To me, Thanksgiving means to just come together and forget about everything that has ever happened and to realize that what you have is exactly what you were meant to have, and that you just have to just go with that. There's no reason to dwell on the past, and Thanksgiving just means just remember what you have that day and that moment.
Thank you, Jenna, so much for coming on to the show today.
Thank
I
you.
really appreciated it. It was great to learn a lot about you. And before we end today, I'd just like to take the time to say that we need to remember what Thanksgiving is about. Sure, we celebrate what we have, but we need to remember what people don't have. Thanksgiving is a time for family, love, and thankfulness. A time to not let the little things in life go for granted. Take a second and remember what you have. Go out and help others this Thanksgiving, whether it's helping out at a soup kitchen or donating food to a family. Go out and make a difference. I'd like to leave you with this video to help you put this holiday in perspective. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and until next time, I'm Chelsea saying keep it real.
I hate when my phone charger won't reach my bed. I hate when my leather seats aren't heated.
When I go to the bathroom and I forget my phone.
Le mette radio dans machine à laver, yo commence à sentir.
I hate it when my house is so big. I need 2 wireless waters.
When my maid gun makes my hot water taste too cold.
When I have to write my maid a check, but I forget her last name.
M'paka écrit message devant marcher en même temps.
Moi te quitté casse moi en bas.
Moi raï les voisins a bloqué internet là.
I hate it when I tell them no pickles and they still give me pickles.